Alrighty then. So this might be the last batch, and yeah, hopefully Nintendo won't make that decision for us. When I scrolled down again earlier, you know, Twitter refreshes itself, and I scrolled down to where I was last time. I did see that some things had been removed. I've made very carefully sure not to refresh since then, so hopefully that should save anything which has been deleted since then. Anyway, I'll stop that. It was pretty much over anyway. And here goes. Boy up. I'm streaming in glorious 60 FPS today for all these static images because I want to switch to Balatro later. So, and I can't change the frame rate mid-stream, unfortunately. So, this is pretty much, yeah, look at this. When will we get Nintendo'd? Haha, never, lol. Yeah. Yeah, about that. Thankfully, that's just, that's the big thread of old beta Pokemon. Right, now let's get some Pokemon music in here. Okay. So we've got some Grimsley out here. For some reason he was the most radioactive blonde on Earth originally. Otherwise the design looks pretty much the same. Maybe the legs are a tiny bit longer, I'm not sure. Wait a minute, is that a tan Elisa as well? Weird. Oh wow, there's a lot more from this person. Oh, there's a lot. What is happening? Was that happening for you guys as well? My screen was like glitching out. Yeah, what on earth is happening there? Right, there's a big thread to look through here as well. So maybe I oh my goodness, there's so much. Maybe I look through that person's thread as well. Okay, we got Bryson. Looks like they simply refined his design. He looks, oh, push off. Looks a bit more generic ninja. Yeah, they just punched up the design a bit. Yeah, this goes on so much higher, my goodness. I'm just going to leave that. Right, so I guess... I don't know if we saw this one. Actually, I streamed last on the 15th, I believe, so I think we've missed this one, whatever this one was. Unfortunate, but c'est la vie. Looks like this person has been polishing up, yeah, polishing up the leaked sprites themselves. That's pretty cool. Got this guy. And that early Curum, I still think they should have made the body look a bit less awkward around the shoulder region. It's cool to see. A nice long video of black and white gameplay. Well, let's see. Let's see if it's still there. Oh, it sure is. Is there audio? Yes. Okay then. Let's settle in. I don't think I'll, oh my goodness, there's an hour-long showcase there as well. I don't think I'll bother with that. Oh, that's a different build. Oh. Well, maybe I will give it a look then. I won't watch the entire thing, but... Oh yes. I remember the game where you play as a Pokemon breeder. Or is that what the Pokemon breeders look like, or is that just a very early placeholder for Hilbert? BGM. Me. Okay. I thought that was going to be a debug NPC who would change the music, but it doesn't seem like they actually do anything. Okay, that's not the Route 1 we know. But the music is very recognizable, even if it's not exactly the same. Oh my goodness, early Woobat. Being all purple and junk. What does that say? Mokomori. Oh, Crocodile's actually animated. And when he ban, we actually see the more over-the-shoulder camera view that they had early on as well. Right, let's... Oh wow, the Pokemon menu is just the names of the Pokemon, it looks like. Yeah. Well, let's see if I can figure out who else it has. Oh no. Onox. Not Onyx. Onyx isn't even called that in Japanese, is it? No. Banbina. I have no idea. But Crocodile looks pretty much finished. It did not keep the same name in the final, I just looked it up. Wait, that was Ethan's picture, what on earth? What is that scuffed Ethan? That's not how he looked in Heart Gold Soul Silver either. And that is... Rybra? No, Final Blitzel is Shimama, and Zebstrika is Zebraika, so again, not the same name. It's interesting that the... Oh, okay. Interesting that the back sprites are animated, but the front sprites aren't. I guess, presumably these Pokemon are just more finished. I heard somewhere that Haxorus was the first Pokemon in the game to finish for some reason. You know, it's not undeserving, it's just odd that it's not one of the starters or Victini or something, you know? And that might have been on one of the previous streams, I'm not sure. The map is like sort of recognizable. Oh, and here's whatchamacall town. Okay, so the Pokemon Center is now more recognizable as well. They've cut out the basement area. The PC is on the left side. Actually, it's on the left side in the final, isn't it? But the counter on the right is more of a quarter circle. I kind of like that design, but it fits the... it makes more sense in the square grid of the game to, you know, do what they did in the final. Yeah, so this town was in the extremely early build. What? That town was in the extremely early build that we saw the other day, with Lucas being the actual protagonist. It's obviously looking a lot more finished now. Okay, this one's animated, so I guess those other Pokemon just didn't have animations yet. It's interesting that in one of the other prototypes we saw, the UI was pretty much finished, and then like nothing else was. And it was like, I think it was X and Y. The UI was done, and then the Pokemon themselves were just PNGs. But here, the Pokemon are in the process of being finished, and then the UI is just plain text. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a lot of Pokemon centers. I guess they didn't have any other building models yet? Boy. That feels like, yeah, this is the, not the daycare, but, or is it the daycare? It's where all the toddlers are hanging out, you know, like a more literal, real-world daycare. I think that's Route 3. And this feels like Nacrene City. Yeah, it's got a cafe there as well, with a Pokemon Center. Oh boy. Yeah, so this is definitely Nacrene City. So the layouts of the towns fairly solid looking. Kindergarten. Well, yeah, you see, the thing with that is I'm not American. I don't know if you could tell. So I would not call it that. Nursery is the term I would use, yes. Oh, and here's Pinwell Forest. Again, the layout looks pretty much as it was in the final. Ah, they even got the cinematic camera angles for Sky Arrow Bridge, and you can just plummet off the edge to your death. Oh. Oh, that's forced perspective. It's not even that far away. It seems obvious when you say it out loud. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's a German word for some reason. I don't know why they went with that in America. Presumably because of the German immigrants. But there are other like little random German things which made it into American English as well. Like Gesundheit. That's a very odd one for me. Ah, okay. So in the like early map I saw, then Castelia City looked like it was like the only city which was there, and it was very recognizable already. So evidently they had that set piece plan from pretty early on, and now you can see that they were pretty certain about what they wanted it to be. Well, sauerkraut is just the name of a food. It's going to be called that no matter where you're from. Whereas kindergarten is nursery. Gesundheit is, I don't know, bless you, I guess. I don't recognise this music. Is this like close to the final? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, and then this plaza has... Okay, this is much more early. I saw a screenshot that was more advanced than this, and even so, it didn't really quite resemble the final. Oh! My goodness, I have to teleport to the different streets. They're that unfinished. Okay, different streets here. This is much narrower than what you'd see in the final. Got the piers, okay. Oh, it's this place, which I don't remember the name of. Some cave? Literally means health, yeah? Yeah, it does. Oh, this is probably Chargestone Cave then, by the look of it. Oh yeah, I recognise this room as well. It's where you find one of the 7 sages. Interesting. Like, they decided on most of the layouts by the look of it, but but all the buildings are still Pokemon centers. Battle Subway? No idea. Oh no, it's been taken down! Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, and there's the dress-up thing. I'm sorry, why can you play dress-up with the disembodied heads of Chimchar and Turtwig? Seems a bit tasteless. I'm sorry? Couldn't resist. Yeah, that's incredibly crusty. I would guess that this is a real pop song which they've put in here. Dear. Alright, well, that's the end of that. The brown and red dragon fella showed up at the end, wearing Chimchar's disembodied head. Alright. Well, more advanced one from a few months later. Oh, there's a Soul Silver prototype ROM as well. Maybe this will take longer than I expected. Ooh. Okay, more early placeholder art for this intro. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's not skip this. What is that thing? Is that like an early Emolga? Because we saw an early Emolga, it looked like a cross between Emolga and Pikachu, but... Excuse me, that might be an earlier, more out there concept for it. Yeah, look at that, it's an animatic. And I guess that's Zekrom up there with an abnormally long neck. Alright, there's Hilda, as we know her today. Thank you for spelling it out for us. Ooh. See if I can decipher some of these moon runes. Black Hilda. Okay. Pokemon. Whitey. Whitey. Oh, I don't know. So these NPCs are clearly placeholders for Charon and Bianca. Oh yeah, yeah. This is much more finished in comparison. In this one, they've actually got the cutscenes in place, though they still haven't got everything finished. We don't have actual sprites for our characters. Oh, okay, and now she's a scuffed Lyra. What on earth? Okay, that's really weird. Also, does the, like, trainer ID page look like this in Gen 5? I don't remember. Oh, wait a minute. Was that a space to, like, put a signature? Because I'm pretty sure that was only a thing in Gen 4. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, my favourite Gen 5 rival, Dawn. Okay. And she has... early Snivy! No way! And early Tepig? Okay, this is like those... when the silhouettes were revealed, and people were like... making their best guesses at what the starters could actually look like. That's interesting because in other screenshots, I saw that Snivy was, like, finished. And... okay, I didn't like that. That's interesting, though. Oh, that colour scheme for Tepig lines up with the colour scheme for that early Pignite I saw earlier as well. I kind of like that early Snivy, actually. Yeah, there were sprites for an early Servine and Superior, which were on my screen, but I missed them the other day. And they were, like, pretty similar to the final, but with... oh, well, there's early Hilbert. With a more, like, dark blue colour scheme. Oh, never mind, it's Ethan. My mistake. There's Haxorus again. Yeah, the status screen is pretty much there. A lot of Pokemon we know and love. But, okay, some weird schmutz is happening there on Minchuno's face. Yeah, all the buildings are looking as they do in the final now. We've got some different NPCs walking around. Oh yes, of course, that's meant to be Bianca. Silly me. I'm not sure if Juniper looks the same as she does in the final. But it's, you know, it's recognisably her. Oh, no, and he's Lucas in the battle. Okay. Some, like, weird bordering effect going on. Oh, that's not actually finished animation from Oshana. I was hoodwinked earlier. It's just rotating. They made Juniper before Bianca and Sharon. Oh, apparently so. Or, you know, like, they implemented her into the game at least. Oh my goodness! Professor Oak was going to be in this game. No way. Wow, that is weird. They didn't even take 5 minutes to, like, do an MS Paint scribble of them. Like they did with, well, lots of the Pokemon, actually. I want to see early... okay, this Pokemon Center is... I can't see any difference between this and the final, so I'm guessing this is pretty much finished. And the games didn't come out for another year, did they? Yes, very long tutorial, thank you. Yeah, here we go. Oh, never mind, it's just generic people. No, I was hoping for Peter gets this, but... oh, and there's N, also just boy with t-shirt and dark blue hair. No, never mind, it's Lucas! Oh! Okay, there's an unfinished sprite. Early Purrloin was black, not purple. So another black and red cat. Yeah, that lines up with the early Lipard we saw. Interesting. And this town is looking still more polished than it did before. And that's the Route 1 we know. Or is it? No, that's Route 2, excuse me. Dear. So much for my Pokemon cred. Okay, that's a finished sprite, but it's not animated yet. Oh, and there's the gym. Okay, they have sprites. They don't quite look finished, though. It's Lucas with Dawn's colours. Ah. Okay. Whoa! Where'd you get a Totodile from? Okay, I didn't like that either. Yeah, and then like they went... oh, there we go. There we get to see the front of Tepig. They bothered to put a sprite in for early Hilbert, but not for... but not even a placeholder. Well, I guess this is a placeholder. The preschooler, the generic preschooler has the final sprite, but the actual main characters don't. Oh. Oh no, that's Team Galactic actually. I thought there was going to be an early Team Plasma design. Very early. The previous generation, in fact. Excuse me. Okay, there's Purple Woobat again. I kind of like those colours more than the final. Drilbur... Okay, I think that animation is unfinished, but that's definitely Drilbur, as we know him. Okay, Blitzel! Don't know if that's the same name as it has in the final. No, it is actually. Shimama, right? Yeah. So by this time they decided to split it. There's the map. Some of the colours look different. Nothing too crazy though, yeah. This is Nacrene City. Just some missing textures, otherwise it's very much all set in place. We've even got even the accordion player has a sprite, but Bianca and Charon didn't. Okay, the museum looks a bit different. There's the Darkstone. Oh, there's Clyde. He looks very different. Wow. That is his name with this gen, right? Oh boy. Nice 2 frames there. Oh no, 3 frames. That's like 4 frames, technically. I thought that was, like, they knew that was an early animation, or maybe they were not sure that they wanted to do more, like, full motion animation originally. Oh! That's interesting. This shot is... The earlier build had a shot that looked pretty much identical to the final, but this intermediate build looks different. That's odd. No, I'm pretty sure Drilbur is dark blue. I could be misremembering. Because, yeah, he's kind of like a dark grey with blue stripes. So I remember that we did see an early Excadrill in some trailers, like back in the day, which was sort of dark blue with pinkish stripes instead of red. Yeah, and instead of being dark brown. I'm pretty sure that was the right colour for Drilbur to be, though. Yeah. Still definitely the same Castelia, but again, just a bit more finished. Oh, and this is the gym. I see they were pretty adamant about their creative vision of honey and clowns, so that's all set in place already. Oh, it's a juggler from Gen 4. Did he have a Sandshrew? No, okay. Oh, a Swaddle, but white instead of yellow. That matches up with what we saw earlier. Okay, Berg doesn't have a sprite. It's Lucas, again. Okay, Whirlipede is grey. Huh. There are more Pokemon than I expected that have their designs finalised, but then the colours are just way off. Not that far off, but very, very noticeable. Okay, I don't think they quite had that animation finished yet. This still is... Oh dear, it rotates like that? Okay, that would be even worse for navigating. Even worse than the final for me. Woof. That's very disorientating. Yeah, so that they still hadn't changed. Okay, an early version of the streets with all the NPCs on it, they're just walking up and down. Is that the name writer? Okay. Oh no. So every time you come back to this plaza, you come at it from the bottom. Oh no! How do you remember which direction you came from? That's awful. I mean, it's not that different to Lumio City, but yeah, Lumio City, pretty awful for navigating. Dear. Whoa. Oh, this is the battle subway, right? Okay. There's the musical place. Oh, and there's the dress up. How delightful. What an integral part of the game this is. We definitely better add an unskippable 10-minute sequence where you have to participate in this. Okay, the crusty Hong Kong 97 music is still there. This area, not so finished. The inside is all done, though. It's not quite so exciting. Oh, and Elisa's outfit doesn't quite look finished. Oh, and there's the Pikachu Emolga. Okay. Perhaps another reason they redesigned it was because it was too big. Like, that tail would have been clipping into the ground if they'd made it fly up and down. Slightly off-looking Zebstrika. Oh no, it does show the badge animation. Okay, it's not as smooth as the final. I kind of expected that there wouldn't be one at all. Why are there cut trees here? Why are there cut trees there? Why are you cutting all of them is the better question. Oh. The music is very slightly off. Only very slightly though. So this banger was bursting forth from the loins of their creative brain. And good thing too. Rightfully so. It is a banger in the truest sense. Cold storage, yada yada, boring. Oh. Were there grunts up there? I think that's a bit different. Clay's gym, yeah. Clay, or should I say Lucas, to give him his full name. Chargestone Cave looking weird. Okay, that is an early Juniper. That's not how she looks in the final game. What's a meme now? Ooh, early Joltik. Doesn't really look that different, just a bit scuffed. Whoa, very early Clink. You know what? Clink is one of my least favourite Pokemon, if not the least. Oh, the Driftveil music, yeah, okay. And it was kind of a meme before the Toothless thing. Just among Pokemon fans exclusively, because it was that good. Yeah, if anything, my least favourite Pokemon is Clang, just by association. So, weirdly, I like this more than the final. Not for the colours. The colours are a bit odd, but the faces are, like, less off-putting somehow. In the final, it's like abstract shapes, and it just looks like it's in pain. Okay, there's that early Lipard. It looks bulbous somehow. Haha! And there's that early Cobchew, how could we forget? Oh, come on. Oh yes, that iconic moment is still in here. Okay, they haven't put in their Latina Skylar yet. Oh no! Okay, there's a sprite. She's not looking very brown though. Oh, and yeah, there we go. Swoobat with 2 ears, imagine! Or it's like 1.5 ears, that's very odd looking. And Pheasant. Does she only have 2 Pokemon? I mean, I guess it's a placeholder. They hadn't finalised that aspect of the game either. Oh no, there's no way out! Oh no, okay, there's the cannon behind her, I forgot. There. Boy oh boy. And there's that early Zorua. Did Litwick look any different? No, not really. There's Zoroark as well. Oh, very fitting music for the tower. Arceus not looking particularly icy. Oh, very nice sound effect. Not grating at all. Didn't seem like he was getting any Pokemon in there. Oh, that looks different. Yeah, that's quite different actually. Yeah. This area, very, very unfinished. But the gym looks pretty close. Yeah, that's the final puzzle. I think the rocks look different. Reflection effect, I didn't see. What on earth? What's happening to the animation there? Oh no, there she is again. Wait a minute. Oh, Swoobat again. Oh dear. Oh, it's that snaily thing. Oh, dear, excuse me. And final Shelmet, more or less. Oh, when he surfs, he turns into Lucas. There's this bridge. Yeah, I think it crashed again. Now, what is this? Oh wow, there's like a giant dragon statue thing. Oh no, that's the gym. Okay, it was in the middle of the town originally. I guess perhaps they moved it because it didn't react too fondly to the camera when you went around the back of it. Oh. Yeah, I didn't see that. There's Victory Road, looking even blockier. Oh my. Okay. Get to the Elite Four and it's just a generic youngster With a patch right at level 6. Amazing. Oh, early version of this cutscene. Really not sure what's happening to those buildings there. There's this bridge. What on earth is wrong with this music? Is this Black City? Not sure. I guess it probably is by how far the camera zoomed out. And yeah, the extra areas are looking extremely unfinished. In quite a bit of contrast to the first couple of areas. Not even any music there. Wait a minute. Is this Flockacy Ranch from Black 2 White 2? I'm not sure. No, I don't know. Well, I kind of don't want to, like... That was dragging on a bit. But, okay, one more. I'll just look at the Soul Silver prototype now. Oh! Yeah, it's that early music, which I heard that was one of the first things. It was indeed the title screen music. Not sure why Lugia is evil, but I guess there is precedent for that. There's Professor Oak. I'm not sure how close this is to release. Oh, there's the scuffed early sprite I saw the other day as well. Heart Gold. September 2009. So this is more than a year from release. Okay, there's that early menu I already saw. I think Mum looks a bit different. Not sure. Oh, Lyra had a Jigglypuff originally. Okay. Silver's hair looks a bit less vibrant. Walking Pokemon are implemented. Ah yes, one of the best features which they never got right since. Even when they eventually brought it back, they decided to give the Pokemon different running speeds to you, and like, yes, that's more realistic, but it kind of defeats the point, doesn't it, if I have to keep stopping so that they can catch up with me. It's just depressing. Anyway, unrelated. Okay, music is a bit off. And the sprites aren't quite there, I don't think. Okay, the UI definitely isn't quite there. Really light coloured text. And a little pop-up that shows up. Saying, look at the bottom screen, look at the bottom screen, when... Well, yeah, obviously. I don't know, maybe that's in the final Wait a minute, what? But he turned into Lucas while the Pokemon were being healed. Oh, because he has the sprite of the animation of putting them on the desk, okay. Yeah. Not very much different here for the most part. I mean, you know, with when the layouts and designs are mostly decided already, then there's going to be less of a period of figuring it all out. But you know, they've still got to like retexture everything, as it were. I mean, no, it is a 3D environment, so that's technically true, as well as, you know. Boob, okay. Well, so that was Barry. Yeah, this is looking... There's not much interesting going on here at all. And there's Faulkner with his iconic Pidgey. So this is exploring Johto. So okay, now we get to see stuff that's a bit further off the beaten track. So this is Ruins of Alph by the look of it, with no textures. Onion Cave intact. Bugsy's Gym intact. I swear a lot of these sprites are in different poses. Oh, that's Gardenia, whoops. Okay, Goldenrod, music is weird. Is that Cynthia? Okay, I don't think that was Cynthia. Oh, that's Crash Awake! Okay, bit of a change from Whitney. Bit of a change. National Park has no music at all. It's a bit of a change from the absolutely iconic theme. Yeah, okay. That one wasn't really worth it, I don't think. Okay, I already opened that tab. Right. And now... Oh, no. Wrong music, excuse me. There we go. Right, so... Peter Hex Maniac, amazing. This is what we're all here for, apparently. We just can't get enough of her. Got that early Curum. Odd looking thing. I would have liked to see this design developed, honestly. You know, the more I see the Reshiram with red bits on it, the more I like it, honestly. It adds a little bit of colour to a mostly monocolour design. You know, just adds a little spice in there. I would have appreciated that, I think. Someone took the concept art for the anime concept art for Pokemon and like animated it. Yes, I knew this music was going to be playing. And there's the assets. Ounce Switch 2 seems to use the same tools and ROM format as Switch 1, but new encryption keys. Okay. Whoa, guys, did I really just found Mew 3? I don't know, better put a really shocked face in the thumbnail and lots of red circles and arrows. Yeah, okay. Mew 3, Mew 3 Real 2401, and Mew 4, what on earth? What do you mean Mew 4? Potential Mega Jynx but no cut Megas. Well, aside from Jynx. No cut Megas aside from Jynx. Interesting. But Mew 3 and Mew 4? Well... Okay, surely that's just another name for the two Megas. Otherwise, why... How do you have Mewtwo being as powerful as it is, and then a step beyond that, and then a step beyond that as well? That's just ridiculous. Pokemon Horizons has a very troubled development. Okay. Oh, XY leaks delivered. Here we go. Okay, bald Furfrou. That might just be what it canonically looks like under the fur. What on earth is this thing? It's a little peanut. That's actually kind of adorable. It turns into a dinosaur thingy? Okay, let's scroll this thread back to the beginning. Okay. Whoa. So, Florges or Floette? Wow, that looks different. Wow, that looks different. Yeah, well, I remember... Well, I wasn't quite there yet in the Pokemon fandom, but it was in recent memory when I joined. And yeah, people thought that Mega Mewtwo Y was Mew 3. But no, different concept, so... Surely those are just early names for the... Oh my goodness. That is so cool looking. I'm not sure what type of bird it is, but it's a very cool looking one. Maybe it's like a cassowary or something? Hikuidori... Pokemon. Hikuidori. Dunno. Looks like a dino turkey with a top hat. Yes, that too. That looks so cool. And they didn't go with that at all. So that's probably Floette then. Honestly, I like that better than the final. That is a cute little critter. Rather than just flower baby, also mouse on screen. I thought that was my cursor for a second, but mine doesn't even look like that. Oh, look at this! Look at this, like, ancient chameleon. It's got that ancient Japanese style, like clay doll or whatchamacallit, Guardian from Breath of the Wild. That's such a cool design, look at that! That is such a unique creature. Why didn't they go with that? Why did they scrap that and keep Klefki? You know, not to go to the obvious punching bag. I mean, Klefki is the lowest hanging fruit of Gen 6, easily. But, well, you know, what about Aromatisse? Could we really not fit this in there when we could fit Aromatisse in there? Chameleon. Oh, chameleon. Okay, so that's just the species rather than like an attempt at a name. Okay. And different colour ideas for Noibat, looking pretty much finalised. I guess this is closest to the final. Yeah, they really go through a lot of ideas for what colour to make it. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, none of these really match the shiny colours. It's more of a blue-green. And that's Flabebe then. Again, that is so much more interesting than the final. Even though it's simpler. Disappointing. Excuse me? Okay. So in Gen 9 we get Flamigo, which is just a flamingo. When in Gen 6 we missed out on this fruity flamingo. Flamingo, it's just a flamingo. It's got high heels built in. Look at this, look how cute this is. Why didn't they... What? You're telling me they had all these great design ideas in Gen 6 and they still decided to cut back on numbers. I mean, I always respected that decision, but considering how cool these scrap designs are looking, it makes me wonder why they even did that. And this is infuriating, looking at how good this flamingo looks versus how boring the one we eventually got was. What were they thinking? I mean, they've brought back plenty of scrap Pokemon in later gens before, like Scraggy as it turns out, so what? Why didn't they put a... What? Okay, let's not harp on it. Ooh, early Mew 3. Looking extremely Dragon Ball Z there, my goodness. Looks pretty cool actually. And this looks like a... yeah, that's much closer to the final. Maybe they couldn't come up with good enough lore, oh boy. What lore do you even need? Okay, Mega Charizard Y, weirdly beefy. I don't really know how to feel about that one. I think it gets too far away from the way Charizard looks in the face, you know. Okay, that's even further off. Yeah, not in love with that. Your guess is as good as mine. Excuse me. Okay, cute bugs. Cute bug and cool bug. Gengoro. I don't know, that's just the Japanese name. It's just a Japanese animal name, so I'm none the wiser. It looks cool. Again, could have easily gone in the game. This is early Mega Venusaur. Okay, bit further out there. I can see why they didn't go with this one. But it's also more interesting than the one we got, which was just... oh boy, it has more foliage on its back, and it has a pink design on its forehead instead of a green one. Whoop-de-doo. That actually kind of rocks. Wow. Again, I feel like a little bit of uniqueness was lost when they in the final. I just kind of like what the shapes are doing here, but it didn't really make it to the final design. What? Okay, so I'm guessing this was like some kind of like a classical painting that you would see in the game, because they're definitely going for that Renaissance like golden spiral composition. Okay, couldn't tell you what the significance of any of it would be. Bit of a grandpa vibe, yeah, true. Right, and this little peanut critter, that's so cute! Look at this, it turns into a funny nut dinosaur. Why would they not go with that? That's so adorable. It's 2011 as well. Wow. I don't know if Black and White 1 was even out in the West at that point. And they were already coming out with new banger designs like this one, and then they didn't go with it. Oh, peanut. Oh, what? No, I love it. I love it. It's adorable. What on earth were they thinking? Okay, bald furfrou. More different designs for Florges. Okay. Yeah, the head stuff looks awkward. But I'm not really that keen on the head stuff in the final version either. This is more to my personal taste, though I'm not sure it's what is best for this design. Oh, and there's a baby form for the chameleon thing. Look at it, what a... How did they not use this? I hope whoever designer came up with this and it didn't get used, I hope they were paid very well. That is such a cool looking design. Genuinely. I've said that several of these are cool, but this one is easily my favourite. We were so robbed. We were so robbed. Oh, I might not have time for Baladra actually. Early furfrou is just more fur. Okay, that's the extent of that thread. Man. Okay, beta ORAS intro. Okay, this is hilarious. How they literally, in the final game, they literally used the Gen 3 sprite for Birch. They've already got the Gen 3 sprite for Azrael in there, but they've got his overworld model T-posing instead. Okay, and there's no music. Okay. But that doesn't make any sense. They fetched the Gen 3 sprite for Azrael, but they decided to specifically import his Gen 6 model in there, T-posing. Staring directly into the camera, asserting his dominance, yes. Okay. Ooh. Stuff on southern Kalos. 2 towns, 2 cities, 4 dungeons, and 8 routes. Okay, so it wasn't going to be as fully featured as northern Kalos. But there was still going to be some stuff going on there. I don't know if that would have all been post-game though. 13, route 14, route 15, route... So in the final game we ended up with 22 routes, I believe. With route 22 being the one that you find in early game, which leads to the Pokémon League, but you can't go there yet. It's very Gen 1. I don't remember exactly where the Pokémon League is. Is this it? No. Or do you start... No, you start here. You start here and then that's... Gym 1, I think? And then that's... Yeah. So... Maybe they added more routes up here? Definitely seems that way to make up the numbers. Then there was another town with kind of a hub like Lumios. 2 entire cities and 2 entire towns. So I'm not sure if that would have been post-game. It doesn't seem like they have marked where the gyms would be on here. There are 8 cities here, so I would guess that that was going to be actual substantial post-game then. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine X and Y having substantial post-game. Originally supposed to be 4 mythicals. Oh, the ultimate weapon was going to be a living being. I don't know, it looks like some 12-year-old's OC, but it's something. Ah, and soaring was going to be an X and Y. Okay, some thematic purpose for sky battles to exist then. Oh, and that's how you were going to find the legendary birds instead of just finding them randomly. Okay. I mean, I think they could have done with getting rid of sky battles altogether. And the fact that we got soaring in ORAS makes me not upset about that. A hatching facility where you could hatch eggs instantly. How convenient that would have been. Excuse me, wow. That was going to be like a feature where you could make custom gyms and like have to beat other players' custom gyms. That was going to be so cool. The Pokemon village was going to be populated by Ditto disguised as humans. There's the ultimate weapon. ORAS storyboards. Okay, that's Kyogre emerging. Oh, interesting. The red orb is still being used here, like in Gen 3. So either they were just assuming that it would be the red orb, or they hadn't actually come up with the primal reversion thing yet. Yeah, cool. Hey, don't forget to drink some water. Stay hydrated, kids. I don't know if that's an ORAS reference or what, but I do need to take a sip of water, not because you told me to, though. And that's that for Florges. What? Okay. Okay, this is looking like pretty serious, heavy-duty stuff. AZ character profile. The final opponent of the protagonist, driven by obsession, completes the ultimate weapon. This weapon is said to have the power either to destroy the world or resurrect the dead. The opponent believes that by wiping out the decaying world and having their descendants rule, a better future can be ensured. Lysander didn't exist. AZ was the boss. Oh my goodness. No wonder he was so lame and half-hearted then. And no wonder AZ had nothing to do. Oh my goodness. X and Y was going to be so much better than what we got. Like, even down to all those cool designs which they didn't use. That's nutty. What on earth? And they didn't go with that? Why didn't they go with that? Why did they come up with a new and much lamer villain? I don't know, maybe they thought it was better for him to be redeemed at the end. Okay, I don't know who that is. He looks familiar though. Furfrou was the very first Pokemon designed for Gen 6. Okay, bit random. So the fourth mythical Pokemon is going to be Steel Electric, okay. Every Gen 6 Pokemon that was planned, wowzers. Okay, Furfrou first, and then Trevenant second. And, what's it called? Pyroar third. and presumably Vivillon. Poison Drawer. Oh, that's Dragouch. My goodness, I'm getting worse at remembering Pokemon names. Diggersby, Florges, Bat. Okay, that's Noibat. Fire Psychic, that's the Fennekin line. Hedgehog, okay, they called him a Hedgehog, that's Chespin's line. And that's Froakies line, okay. So these are all Pokemon that we know. Malamar, Gogoat, Pangoro before Pancham, Heliolisk, my boy, Meowstic. Oh, he was your rival's little brother in Emerald, but not Ruby and Sapphire. Okay, I don't remember him at all. Pumpkaboo, Tyrant, or Amora. Oh, Dedenne is supposed to be a Dormouse? Okay. Swirlix, Tonage, Camera. Oh, is that what they're going for with Binnacle? If you say so. Ice 1, Ice 2, and Ice 3. Oh, there's some more music. This one's 3 hours long, so I'm pretty sure that one will last. Okay, there's Pancham. What's Ice 1, 2, and 3? Is there a Stage 3 pure Ice type in Gen 6? I don't remember there being one. Let's see. Yeah, the only pure Ice type... The only two Ice type lines... Bergmite and Amora. And Bergmite only has 2 stages, so maybe it was originally going to be a 3-stage. Or it was a separate Pokemon entirely. And there's Fletchling. There's, Clauncher! Yes, thank you, Bulbapedia. There's, there's, Klefki. Why is it so difficult for me to remember these right now? And there's Aromatisse, obviously. There's Hawlucha. There's Noivern. That's Goodra, probably. That's Carbink. Nymph. Oh, of course, that's Sylveon. Pokemon X, Y, and Z. There we go. There's the legendaries. There's Teto, the 4th mythical. And the other mythicals. And the Megas. Mega Latios and Latios weren't in X and Y, were they? Or Houndoom, or Manectric. Yeah, I think the ORAS Mega Evolutions are in here as well. Oh, okay, he's in the anime. Figures that I wouldn't know him then. Beta Kalos War cutscene had a different AZ design and Giratina. Oh boy! Excuse me. Early art. Whoops. Wow, there's Giratina. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting that it would even participate in a human war. Yeah, it's the same cutscene, but with just early art. Oh, another mouse on screen. Oh, a new accurate translation of Typhlosion's story. Okay. Now, I've been hearing this and that about whether it was mistranslated or it wasn't mistranslated, or how much it was mistranslated, or how much it being mistranslated actually made a difference. Let's have a look. The relationship between humans and Pokemon, human-like thinking. Okay. Yeah, he still, like, hypnotizes her and makes her forget. That's, like, the worst part, I think. Yeah. And it's really a cultural values dissonance thing. Where it's so... Oh... Let me try and think. It was something about, like, bearing a half Typhlosion child is, like, it's not, like, a sexual thing, it's symbolic of, like, her becoming more connected to the spirit world, the other world, the animal world, that kind of thing. And then that's, that transformation is completed at the end of the story. So yeah, by modern standards, it's just not, as an old twisted fairy tale, sure, like that flies, but it's weird that they would even do that for a kiddie franchise. Wow, very early, like, napkin doodles about X and Y. Reconfirms Mew 3, it wasn't just Mega Mewtwo's codename. How do you figure that? Muesli! That's my favorite Pokemon. Oh. Because we know Mewtwo is the most nutritious Pokemon to eat for breakfast. Oh boy. So they had the idea of Mega Evolution as a formative concept. June 2010. Like, Black and White is only just coming out at that point. Like, didn't it even come out later in the year? Not sure, but they were already thinking about it. Ah. Yeah, they knew. Archive everything, download everything. I'll just, It wasn't Nintendo. It was ShowPro? Literally who? A Japanese production company. Subsidiary of a publishing group? Oh, Pokemon Business Division. Okay, so they do have a stake in it. Alright. Not sure why they would be... Pokerus Pokemon, no. Not sure why they would be so upset about scrap sprites. Okay. Central, they're coming. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, there's going to be a Pokemon Presents. Oh, never mind, it's a meme. Had me going for a second there. Muesli, okay, different spelling. Okay, that is even more Freezer. Yeah, so I guess that was just their shiny colours. Instead of making the purple parts green, well, I guess they did, but not the purple parts. Ah! An alternative explanation to that is that that one was the male version. That does make sense, actually, with how it looks so radically different to the rest. Imagine making a male version for this Pokemon, though. Okay, and now it's ORAS time, apparently. Oh, nuts, I've got to... Arrgh. Make weird dog noises or something, apparently. Okay. Oh boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we got some stanky faces in here. So, okay, so that's the early Snivy, which you saw. That's the early Servine and Superior. Okay, they were less close to the final than I remembered. But the concept is there. I do like that colour scheme. And Embor is actually kind of closer than its Prevos. No sign of Oshawott. Also, Hilda is there for some reason. Got extremely stanky Patrat. Either that's... Okay, I'm guessing that's Lillipup, but it's just Herdia without its coat on. Yeah, no wonder they made it different. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I love these early scribble sprites. And there's the... It's interesting how much stripier the early Zebra was. And look at this version. Oh my goodness, look at it. Okay, so early Simisage, assuming it's from the same time period as these, that looks pretty much identical to the final. It's even giving a thumbs up. But the Prevo monkeys are looking very scuffed. And very, very similar, just as the final. So why did they decide to make the final versions look the same as well? Is Hilda secretly a Pokemon? Well, game theory. Early Rog and Roller line, they're the same but different colours. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh, they're even more horrifying at this size. Look at them. Dear. Monstrosities. Ah yes. There we go. There's that early Excadrill that was seen in that early trailer years ago. It's got the different colours and everything. Oh. Okay, well that's the Gen 3 version of Scraggy. My goodness, that looks scuffed. Yeah, they did some work to our boys here. Early Crustle, yes. They didn't have the USP of Crustle yet, giving it a giant rock on its back. Sad Pepe. Yes, pretty much. Oh boy. Okay, suggesting here that Darmanitan was only going to have the Zen mode form. Sandar black and white. I don't know, very fitting to the game. Scolopy just looking a little scuffed. There's Prevos, yeah, just slightly off. That throw. If they had developed that design, it would have been a lot less boring. Whoops. I have like 1 pixel of wiggle room here. Early Cophagrigus. Actually, that looks pretty much like the final Cophagrigus. I think the fingers are a bit different. Early Yamask. Early Tortuga, possibly resembling the scrapped turtle from that magazine cover, or whatever it was. Early Caracosta, very scribbly. Yeah, oh. Oh, poor Trubbish. He's suffering. You know, even more than Trubbish is already suffering just from existing. Gothorita is so sassy. Why do they have such neon bloodshot eyes? Oh my goodness. Duosion looks like a little bit more distinct than the final. Oh my goodness, isn't this the exact music from the Kalos war scene? Yeah. No. Okay, so... yeah, Duosion does have a little bit of a problem with looking similar to Solosis. But I think... yeah, I don't think they made it more similar in the final. It's got a cute little uwu face, though. Duh. Okay, early ducklet looking a little scuffed. Some half-melted ice cream. We've got multiple stages of progression for Sawsbuck. Cool, and that's still not the final version. Got the early Emolga. Got the cutie who is going to evolve from Carablast. Whoa, my goodness. That somehow looks more metal, if you'll pardon the pun, than Escavalier ended up being. So according to this, it's suggesting that that did just evolve from Shelmet, which would make more sense. I get the idea of Carablast and Shelmet, like Carablast steals the armor when you trade them, but what a stupid idea for evolving Pokemon that was. What a nuisance. And then you end up with, on the surface of it, designs which don't really make sense. And then we got a Selgor, that weird lumpy thing, instead of this. Well, there's a nuisance as well. Early Joltik and... oh! Early Beartic. It still has the beard, but it's... well, it's a furry table. I kind of like this fracture more than the final. Slightly early and scuffed Chandelure line. Ooh! Elgium is like creepy. I like that. Beheum is just a kind of a mess though, so good thing they fixed that. There's the yeah, slightly off-color eels as well. Oh my goodness, this really underlines how quarter-bottomed this Pokemon is. Like look at that! It's just copy-pasted. They put one more gear on it each time. You know, they stuck to their vision on that, such as it was. Okay, very early Ferrothorn. Its green bits are like blue, interestingly. Okay, slightly more advanced Cubchoo and Beartic, we've seen those. Cryogonal, blue... blue Stunfisk with its face looking like that, even more comical than it ended up being. Weirdly lanky Golurk. Some more slightly early but recognisable designs. Completely dark brown Heatmore. You know what, I kind of do like this. The more I look at this early Reshiram, the more I like it. That Zekrom doesn't really work for me, but I do like these red markings. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. So when I first saw the early Genie, I thought, oh yeah, that kind of looks more interesting than the ones we got, because it's not all one colour. But, oh, they were going to make them all... They were going to make them a trio of clones from the start anyway. So they were always going to be lame, in other words. Early Swords of Justice. Early Volcarona. The design's there, the line art isn't though. Oh, these still look so funny. Got early screenshot there with that thing. Got this thing. No idea, but it is cute. Okay, that's allegedly a Pokemon. The protagonists. Excuse me, got White Victini, got... Excuse me. Got Keldeo with red mane instead of, you know, like Eddie, instead of orange. I like that better than the final, actually. We got... Kyurem White looks pretty much there, Kyurem Black not so much. We got scrunched up Genesect, okay, and that the shiny version of that Meloetta is going to be green. These Swords of Justice sprites, these overworld ones, they look significantly more finished than the ones up above. Yeah, these look much more recognizable to the finals. And we got early Kyurem there, but this is pretty much final Kyurem. It's just blue instead of grey. Yeah, that is really kind of a downgrade from this one. Yeah. I mean, I get that it's supposed to look like a mangled little hunchback, because it's just a leftover husk from when Reshiram and Zekrom split off from it, but yeah. Yeah, it fits thematically, it's just ugly. And it's interesting that, yeah, this Meloetta survived long enough into development that it even had an overworld sprite, although not a particularly finished looking one. Boy, that was a lot. And, oh yeah, now let's move on to ORAS finally. Okay, concept art. Concept art, okay. Oh yeah, and I forgot about this thread as well. Oh, I don't think I'm going to have time for Balatro or Throat Energy. Yahoo! That's the mural from Granite Cave. Yeah, cool. Concept art. What is this? Remember what we lost? Oh. What, like unique unique Evo animations? Okay. Cool, that's the protagonist riding on Groudon's back. That's early Archie. Okay, they completely changed his colour scheme there. I don't really recognise that area. It's been a long time since I played the games. Team Aqua's base. Oh, this is Sutopolis. Wow, this looks very pretty. This is so much more expensive than they must have known that they were never going to squeeze this into the game. I think the artist just wanted to make a nice painting. There's that scene again. There's Team Magma's base, by the look of it. That's the bit with the submarine. Again, these are some, like, really weirdly pretty scenes, which were not translated to the game at all, because of course they weren't. Like, look how much bigger and more lively this is than the Sutopolis in the game. That's some cool key art. Very cool. Okay. Amazing. And I think that's all for this thread. No, there's more. Oh, that's Sky Pillar, of course. There's that again, but with dead foliage. There's the submarine. Okay, and oh, that's Archie. It's just like a nice painting of him. I would expect that to be fan art rather than concept art. Wow. We got concept art. Oh, okay. The Battle Frontier was never planned for ORAS. RIP. So it wasn't cut back due to time constraints, like we all, like I would assume we all assumed. It was. They knew that they weren't going to be able to implement it in time, I guess. More model sheets. Whoa, the source files. So we can have like HD texture packs. Actually, no, never mind. It's at the resolution that it would be in the game. Okay. Ah. Wow. Having original assets is so nice. It's just cool in general when, you know, we're used to everything being scrunched down to such a tiny resolution. And, you know, trying to search for good art to use for your thumbnail in Google Images, and like everything is a small JPEG. Okay, you've got some X and Y screenshots now. Beta type chart. Ice super effective against fairy and resists fairy. Fire super effective against fairy, poison neutral and bug weak to fairy. Okay, so fairy resists bug in the final. I don't think bug needed the nerf of being weak to fairy. It was dark and dragon that needed the nerf. So apparently they got that part down. Wait a minute. Tiger Rogue attacking. Why? It says... Oh my goodness. Okay, so in Gen 6 they nerfed the steel type so that Dark and Ghost wasn't resisted anymore. This says that electricity is super effective on steel as well, so they were really gonna go for it. I mean, they would have made it less overpowered. But yeah, Ice being effective against Fairy and resisting Fairy. That could have given the Ice type a needed boost. But I don't know. I don't know if Ice needs to be better offensively though. Better defensively, sure. It might have been cool if it resisted Fairy. Poison neutral. And considering Fire was already good offensively, that's an odd decision. I mean, it's not that odd, it's thematically appropriate. But so's Poison, and Poison could have done with an offensive buff. Wow, Jynx is the only cut Mega. The only one. And, you know, not much of a loss really, I suppose. Oh my goodness, a lot more Beta Gen 3 Pokemon? Okay. I was thinking I would split my edited video coverage of this into, you know, by category. So maybe episode 1 would be Gen 3 and the creation myth, episode 2 would be Gen 4 and the cursed lore, you know. But there's still more for that first part, apparently. Goth Whismer. Ugh. Oh, Dr. Seal Botnik, what did they do to you? Nice mustache. You know, it's very concerning that his teeth are going up at a right angle like that, but I guess those are the tusks. They're just coloured wrong. Look at this goober! Look at that wonky face. Wow. These are full sheets of them trying to draw a good sprite. Okay, early Shelgon has like weird horns on top. Early Salamence designs, okay. Excuse me, Beldum with a swollen head. Okay, that's like an early Metang. Looks cool, actually. Oh my goodness, early Ludicolo. What is that thing? I mean, it looks more convincingly like it would be able to dance. I mean, I could say, what is that thing about the final Ludicolo as well, I suppose. What is that face? Okay, there's the early Brillium as well. Dear, is it supposed to be those colours? I guess it is. Danger Noodle hardly changed. Hardly changed? Are you sure about that? Wait, what? I did not see Zigzagoon. Yeah, I'd have to download that. Oh, look at early Zigzagoon, he's such a little bean. That's almost a shame, actually. Green Swallots? Yeah, I did not see these in the thread. Oh, one of the cool, scary Pokemon, yes. And they tried, they tried to give it a sprite. The vibes didn't really come across though. It looks like Dog Spamton versus, you know, this nightmarish creature with a forked tongue, rainbows running through its veins. Like, look at this thing, and then they turned it into that little critter. Okay, apparently planning to make animated sprites in Ruby and Sapphire, and with a lot more frames at that. Yeah, so this is before they realised that it was going to take way too much time to make more than one frame of animation for each one. What? Mega Jynx got a 3D model? Oh my goodness, it was just removed. It was there and it was just removed. Yeah, you just assume that it's there. Okay, I've reloaded the page without thinking, but apparently all this stuff is still here and not deleted. Okay, more new Beta Gen 3 Pokemon. Ooh! Oh, it's a proper little animation. It's like Crystal, but way more polished, actually. Wow! I mean, obviously, it makes sense that they didn't go with this, because it would have taken so much time to do that for 386 Pokemon. Switch error leaks. Oh my goodness. I haven't even finished processing ORAS yet. Okay, Minun was also a goth originally and had weird minus ears. I guess it kind of looks more like pluses. Oh, wait a minute, that's Plusle. What? Is this like a color palette thing? Because why would they be the same color? Hopefully they won't playing to... Okay, Plusle does have a separate sheet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Carvana. Look at his eye. Oh, that weird bird thing turned into Altaria eventually. Somehow. Early Beautifly. Oh boy. Wait, that thing turned into Dusclops? Sure, I mean, it's doing the same pose, I guess. Also, that eye is terrifying. That's HAL 9000 with a biped form. Terrifying stuff. Oh, I didn't know Wailord was so thick. Oh boy, there's even more. Weird looking Medicham, interesting. Oh my goodness, poor Aggron, he's bald. Interesting looking head shape there. Same thing for Slacking, but brown. So this bug was like replaced by Wingull. It definitely didn't turn into Wingull thematically. Jirachi, okay. Torkoal blowing off steam. Could that have been an animation frame they planned? Okay, I think that's the same diseased elderly fish that we saw that obviously ended up as Relicanth, but it's got like the wrong color palette now or something. There's Meditite. Goodness. And that's different. Oh boy, all that stuff. Okay, let's look through this thread now. Okay, we saw them, saw them, saw them. Back sprites, okay. Early 3D models, okay. Yeah, they seem to pretty much look the same. Does Moltres have wings that are that much bigger? Yeah, Haxorus was finished much earlier. Pokestar UFO, that's Samus's ship. Oh, so boring. Yeah, we've seen that. New Pokemon Yellow sprites? Pokemon Yellow? Huh? What do you mean? No? But these just look like the yellow sprites though. These don't look new. What do you mean new? Okay. Herdier and Lillipup. Oh, it could have been a gender difference as well, I suppose. Early world map. Okay. Music. Green Meloetta, possibly shiny. Newly found? But it is not newly found though, because those are just the ones from the game. Yeah. I've got Ivysaur and Venusaur. Oh, okay, so they're like slightly different early versions then. Because the eyes are slightly different. Ivysaur's looking straight ahead instead of off to the side. And Venusaur has bigger pupils, I think. Right, so those are very, very subtle differences. No, I don't want to make a reply. I want to see the replies. Gordon Bennett. Ugh. Yeah, so it's not really new. It's just very slightly early versions. On the trainer screen. X and Y prototype. X and Y prototype. Okay, I think we already saw this video actually. With Hilda. Blue Hilda. With Zekrom. Okay. Versus Pink Hilda with Pikachu. Yeah. Mienshao, Mienfoo, Hilda model sheet. Oh, it was originally just female Jellicent. Alright. Unused prototype town. Different sprites. Oh, that's very subtle. I wouldn't even notice that. Okay. That's the prototype player character from X and Y. That one was deleted. Okay. That's very subtle colour difference. Yeah. Okay, I knew she was missing some black on her design. It was her trousers or leggings. Full charge of... Oh my goodness. Oh. I thought that was going to be a video, but it's just music. Logoless artwork for e-reader cards. Cool. Hilda character portraits from various revisions. Alright. I've seen several of these. Unfinished X and Y routes. Yeah. Oh! So they were possibly going to have your party like fully viewable with their 3D models on the bottom screen. It's an interesting idea for sure. I don't know if the 3DS could handle it though. Hilda idle animation? Well, such as it is. Yeah, that camera angle is a bit uncomfortably close. That's a bit closer. But Zigzagoon is still PNG. Footage of X and Y build, pretty sure we saw that. Yeah. Okay, we didn't see that. What on earth? Proportionate Hilda? 3 times actually, not 2. And this bean 4 times. Hilda with slightly different coloured hair. Oh. Clay looking, yeah, just a little less polished. Elisa, likewise. Iris has a different hair design, and this maid sprite is just got a balked colour palette. Lenora, a little less polished. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these aren't really worth commenting on. And early volcano on brown for some reason. Yeah, I've seen these. Pokemon and Me prototype. Beta super training. My goodness, that's intimidating. Early Lumiose. Oof. Early Quilladin. Isn't the top of his head brown usually? I say usually. Now. Okay, so they did end up putting an early sprite for Cherin in there. Just some point after the build we saw. Bianca, yeah, we saw she had a white hat in earlier versions as well. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not particularly interesting there. Okay. Okay, yeah, so there's the toilet Rotom, which is definitely not a toilet and is probably a top-loading washing machine. That's existing alongside the front-loading washing machine. A different version of Heat Rotom? Oh, these are those. Okay, so those are just the early versions underneath the final ones. Yeah. Pretty much the same, pretty much the same. Okay, that's interesting. Wait. Wait, look. They had a better version, a better looking version of Gliscor, just with unfinished shading. And yet... Oh no, never mind, this is Platinum, Right, because Diamond and Pearl had a really scuffed Gliscor sprite that looked like this. But Platinum made it look a lot better. So that's the unfinished version of that. Right. Is that all? No. Okay, Lopunny's doing a little curtsy, that's cute. Okay, had a lot of these from the 2020 leak. There's the ultimate weapon. Guess that's early Yveltal. It's not a very good angle of it though. Oh my goodness, there's even more! Oh, okay. Beta version of Mewtwo's or Diantha's theme. Yeah, beta theme, flare theme. Yeah, that is Lysander's theme. Interesting. Yeah, I saw that. Early hiker model from Gen 6, okay. I think we saw that as well. I'm getting the feeling that there isn't going to be any more interesting stuff here. In this thread. Pikachu graffiti, we saw that. Oh yeah, that's what it looks like in the final, right. Got some Beta PokéStar Studios stuff here. Okay, not overly familiar with this stuff to begin with. Wow. That's the early door design, is it? Oh yes, there's the Dark Ghost one with Wonder Guard. That's all I really know about it. Oh, Colress. Oh, his orbiting hair thingy looked less stupid because it wasn't blue originally. I'm not sure if I prefer it though. It's missing a certain je ne sais quoi without the blue. Even though it does look stupid. Prototype ROM showcase. Yeah, we saw those. Ooh, hello. And oh my goodness, there's so much. It just keeps going. And most of it's stuff we've seen. Is that one supposed to be Aromatisse? What? If that was supposed to be Aromatisse, then I'm even more appalled that we got Aromatisse in the final game. Well, that's just one person's guess, though. Okay, early Lumiose. Looks like the Lumiose we know and hate. I don't know if everyone else hates Lumiose City as much as I do. I know I'm particularly bad at navigating. Okay, so... what is that? Like, oh, it's a... Poke Arc de Triomphe. Okay. I guess. Chalor City. That's the one with the skaters, right? It's just there was a planned route between Dendemil Town and the Ice Cavern. Right, yeah, there isn't like a route there at all, is there? It's just a path that you go down. It's considered part of the city. Yeah. Okay. Am I done now? No. There's Switch era stuff now. I'm definitely going to be too tired for Balatro. Oh, yes. My goodness. Wild area concept art, I suppose. What is that? No, Alola leaks because Game Freak created the perfect Pokemon game. I'm tempted to say based, but it's objectively not true. Sorry, what? Ooh, oh no, it's Legends of Arceus. Ooh. Wow, that looks cool. Now, if only the actual game were as pretty as these. I missed one. Not so nice art. Does Silene have... Her name is Silene, right? Does she have glasses in the game? I don't remember. Now, what is this? Is this actual concept art? Is that seriously... Design notes for Hisuian Typhlosion. Scarf, fruity. Is that... You can't even tell that that's meant to be Decidui. And, oh, I guess that's Samurott. Not that you could tell from looking at it. What's the point of this MS Paint concept art? That's so goofy. But why do they look like that? There's the region. There's more concept art of an Ursaring going ape. Yeah, I haven't reached that part of the game, assuming that made it into the final. More very pretty drawings. Oh. Early idea for the Pokédex. Looked a bit more messy and scrapbooky. It looks cool, actually. I think, you know, I think it looked all very neat and tabular in the final game, but a little bit of this aesthetic would have been nice. Meet a Charmander. Okay, that's all of that. It's not all of this, though. Oh boy. There's even more. Prototype Legends Arceus. You're playing as Brock for some reason. I really don't know why that would be. Considering he's not even... He's never been a playable character in any of the games. I guess he's in Pokemon Masters EX, but he's certainly none of the mainline games. I guess he fit the bill as a proportionate player model that they had. But that's not even a Switch game. Very odd. Pokemon Legends Arceus takes place 150 years before Gen 4. Okay. Legends Arceus was delayed. Planning started in June 2019. It was planned for a late 2021 release. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, so with Legends Arceus, they wanted to attract core gamers, obviously. They didn't want to do a Diamond and Pearl remake. Oh, so maybe this explains why BDSP was so rushed and bad. Because they weren't even planning to do it originally and only decided to do it at the last second. Right, very cool. Okay. Ooh, whoa. Raids were considered for X and Y. Oh yeah, interesting. More character sheets. ORAS and Scars and Violence source code. Oh boy. Huh. They used some Reddit user's Minecraft map as a mock-up. Wow. Oh, of Hoenn, I see. I'm sorry? Borgar. Amazing. No. Oh, yes. Okay, this first. Cool Pokemon submarines. That is cool concept. I don't think they did that in the final game, did they? Cool stuff. Lots of Pseudopolis concept art. Yeah, oh dear, wow. Wow. Goodness me. Saw this one. I didn't see that one, it's another version of that scene. Okay. I think I've seen these. Okay. My goodness, look at her. Anyway, moving on. I don't think there's going to be anything illuminating in here. It's just final character sheets. Okay. Finally, the original HD version of the Kalos war art. Oh. It's been 3,000 years. Oh my goodness, look at it, it's glorious! Sorry, that probably peaked the mic. That is glorious. If this soundtrack is going to go on for any longer, I'll actually fall asleep. Well, maybe not if I'm screaming in your ear. I'm not sure what these fellas are on the side. And I guess they're supposed to be human, but they don't really look it. Seeing all this in, like, you know, non-jaggy 240p resolution, that's so cool, man. I like that. Okay, concept art, I suppose. Not sure where this is. There's another version of it. Oh yes, the actual full res art from that cutscene. It's even got scuffy bits around the edge from going around the edge of the canvas. Man. I don't know what it is about seeing original full res art like this that it just feels so special to me. The ultimate weapon. Okay. That really just makes me feel something, man, and I don't really know why. Okay. No music. Pfft, death stare. Okay. The original X and Y opening was quite a bit different. Okay, this might just be the last thing. The last thing. Okay, this is drawn. Okay, they originally had him, like sitting in a chair and getting up instead of, you know, just awkwardly standing there the whole time. It's still taking place in like a grey void, but, you know, it's a little more casual. Okay. Oh. Oh, and it was going to be like a little book where you wrote your name in there. That's a cute detail. Cool. Yeah, man. Okay, I think that's everything. My goodness. I ache just from holding the mouse in the same position for so long. Oh, Charles Sycamore, yeah. I don't know what I don't know what his first name actually is, or if he even has one. No, it's Augustine, which is a bit more French than Charles. I don't know why I remembered that. Oh, but I think that has to be it from me. That was longer than the last two. And this was supposed to be the catch-up round, the leftovers. Oh, dear. Ergonomic mouse. Well, I got news for you, bud. I have an ergonomic mouse. That's the only reason I was able to hold it for longer than 10 minutes. I think most of them don't have first names. Joined Blue Sky, oh. Yeah, so I don't think I missed anything. Boy oh boy, yeah, it's my shoulder that aches from... Vertical one then. Do I have to send a picture? Yeah, it's a vertical ergonomic mouse. I didn't know they made ergonomic mice that weren't vertical. I thought that was what made it ergonomic. Yeah, no, not a trackball one though. I could never. That just looks like it would be more tiresome for your fingers. Yeah, also I was just not particularly sitting in a good position. Yeah, that sure is a whole lot of different things. With how tired I got there, I don't know how much of that is good reaction material for the video. And I'm kind of still thinking it would be like... Well, I don't know. I guess the Gen 6 stuff could be part 4 after, you know, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5. With the non-beta stuff being, you know, being a double bill with each of those episodes, but... I don't know, I don't need to talk about this now anyway, I can just figure it out later. Anyway. The pop-off for the art was good? Okay. Sure, I'll take it. Yeah, I don't really have anything more to say, so I'll see you guys around. And maybe I'll check back tomorrow, because I think I would like to still stream Balatro tomorrow, considering, yeah, Saturday is supposed to be my streaming day, not Friday. And wow, that'll be 4 streams in 1 week if so. That would be unthinkable for me. But yeah, I'll check back again, and maybe we'll do a 4th stream of this, but frankly at this point I'm getting a little tired of it. Anyway, I'll see you all around, and good night everybody.